Welcome to the Oberheim tsv-1. This was approximately made 35 years ago. This particular unit is probably dated about a year after that. It has a very low serial number. This is completely functional, this system. One slight discrepancy is that there's a little cap on the 8th sequencer button that's missing. And the other being that sometimes I notice scratch in expander module number 1. Probably some pot cleaner can fix that. We'll start it up in a moment so we can get an actual audio out of it. By the way, I'm just going through a little PV guitar amp. It's only a 6-inch speaker. All keys work. Portamento tune, left voice, right voice, everything works. Completely functional. Sequencer, completely functional. VCO1 and 2, completely functional. VCO 1 and 2, second stage, completely functional. Main volume works, and like I said, actually it kind of went away because I just started playing with it today, so it sounded pretty good. So we're going to turn the amp on here. As you can see, we just have a guitar cord that's hooked to the output, and at this point I'm going to turn it on and we should get some lights. We do have our mini sequencer that is lit up on channel 1. These only trigger, these LEDs at this point, when we do have an input. And we do have an input. It might sound squeaky through this little amp, but assured that all VCOs are working. Well, I'm filming this from an iPhone, so it's a little difficult to narrate and do everything at the same time. Little check on some of the, like the portamento. We do have a right and a left side on the portamento, so that you can get some stereo difference in that. And our octave. This might be hard to do because I'm holding the phone at the same time, but I'll go down one and up. And of course the tune. We do have a glide. Now as far as the VCOs go, let's check on that first and make sure that they're all working good. This is VCO 2. In other words, VCO 1 and 2, second stage. I'm going to do extended just so I don't have to hold the key. That is stage 2, second VCO. And here's our frequency. Not very much variable at this point right now because we're not using any modulation. It's pretty much dry. Everything's at neutral at this point. That's our notch filter. Our modulation at this point. Of course, you have to have LFO on. And incidentally, this is in pulse wave, currently set on pulse wave. We could turn it to sawtooth. That's both VCO 1 and 2 on pulse wave. Actually, it's sawtooth, I'm sorry. And this would be our width. Of course, it comes into collaboration with our modulations. just a little bit of functionality on this because it's very good. All the pots are very clean. Everything is actually very excellent on this. And this is a switch to the pulse side, which would actually be a square wave. Well, for now we're gonna reduce the volume on that, and we're gonna go to expander module 1 on this side. Which in my case I have it set for bass mode. And of course you have EVN1 and EVN2. You have of course your attacks, decay, and sustain. And as you see, when you key it up, your notes change. And of course I do have it on extended just because it's I have one hand free. But if we immediately hit it like that, it turns off, and then we are on key mode. Incidentally, I'm not a keyboardist, I'm a guitar player, but I had this since the late 70s. It's had very little use since 1980, extremely low use. All keys work. Everything works on this. Absolutely perfect. As a matter of fact, it makes you want to try to take up a new trade. But all LFOs work, envelopes work, 1, 2, both stages. All ENVs work, 1 and 2, and LFOs on the output work just fine. And we do have our extension outputs. We're extending to drum machines, echo machines, whatever it might be. And I hope this might give a little bit of a story on this one little particular unit that I actually used back in the 70s, and I only bought it for one reason, and that was just to do some Rush in the late 70s with the band I was with, and it's been in storage ever since. Anyway, I think that should be good. Thank you.